Hello and welcome to this week's weekly vlog. So first things first, I've got loads to talk to you about in this vlog actually. The first thing that I wanted to talk about, which is something that happened ages ago, but I didn't mention it or talk about it at the time because I wasn't sure if I could, and I kind of didn't want to spoil the surprise as well. Basically, there was like an audio contest, music contest for The Witcher 3, and basically they gave us some music stems and some vocal stems and put it to us to create like a song out of these stems. We had to use the stems, it was a massive, like, big requirement. So I created a song and I sent it to them after much deliberation. It took me a while to kind of feel really happy with it. So basically what they did was they judged the competition. There was 3 winners and then 15 tracks were going to be going onto like an official album for the contest music of The Witcher 3. And I had an email and they said that they wanted to use my song, and I had to name it and everything. So it's called Lilac and Gooseberries, and it's going to be, well, it is track number 15 on the album, which you can get on Spotify, and I am so happy to be a part of this album and this project. And to me it's kind of like a bit of a milestone in my life to actually be like on a proper album. So I'm so happy about it, and I hope you guys go and listen to it. You can go and listen to the full album on Spotify. I'll put a link in the description so you can go and check it out. I'm so pleased to finally be able to tell you all. I knew this way back but like I said, I wasn't sure if I was actually able to share the information with you or keep so I decided to just kind of keep it under my hat, as it were, for the time being. But now I can share it with you and I'm so excited. It's funny though because I've been trying to sort of tell my family, and I kind of get this thing in me where I just kind of don't really want to tell them because it's really hard to explain what it is. Like if I say to like what a family member, you know, oh I'm going to be on an album and I'm going to be track number 15, they'll be like, oh that's really good, what's the album? And I'm like, oh, it's The Witcher 3. And then, you know, there's a spiral of like, what's The Witcher 3? It's a video game. What's a video game? It's something that you can play. Are you going to be in the game? No, I'm not going to be in the game. Oh, okay. It's just a bit of a spiral of a tricky conversation, but I know that you guys know what I'm talking about, so I hope that you enjoy the album. The songs on it are amazing. There's also another singer and she's fantastic, so check out her song. She's just before me, she's track number 14. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the album. Also, a couple of weekends ago, I had a really bad throat, like really bad, like I thought I was going to get tonsillitis. And I've only had tonsillitis once in my life, but it felt similar to that. It was very painful. So I was fretting about that, and I had my, luckily I had already planned that my vlog last week, my weekly vlog, was going to be the Mallorca footage. So I didn't have to sort of get in front of a camera and talk or anything like that. So I thought, okay, well that's good, so I can still rest my voice on the Monday. And then I was like, right, I've got to do the follow surprise for my patrons on the Tuesday. But I thought, I just don't know if I can sing. Like I don't know what's going on with my voice at all. My throat's really sore. So it was kind of a blessing in disguise because I ended up sitting down and dusting off the old keyboard and just playing my keyboard, and it was really nice. I recorded 3 or 4 songs for my patrons and gave it to them as the follow surprise last Friday, and it was really nice to just get back to my roots, because sometimes I think I'm so focused on singing, I'm so sort of got to learn this with my voice, make sure I'm not doing that, look after that, sing, but I kind of forget that I started off on the piano. That was my first instrument. It wasn't singing, it was taking grades in the piano, and I only got to grade 1, but I did play piano for many years. I don't know why I was never put forward for my grade 1 until, you know, sort of a couple of But I love playing piano. It was really nice to just sit down and kind of go back to my roots, and it felt earthy, and it felt like I was getting something out of my system that I really needed to, because I'm not sure what's been going on lately, but obviously I love singing, and I always feel a bit awkward talking about issues that I might have with my singing, because I don't ever talk about issues that I have with my singing, because I don't like to come across as ungrateful or like worry anyone that I might stop singing, because it is my job, it is what I do every day. But I have lately been having some weird sort of just motivational issues, and I think it's very mental. I think it's very much kind of, I want to sit down and record a song, but my brain straight away kind of goes, ugh, and I don't know why it does that. I'm finding it that I have to push myself to sit down and sing, which is sad, because I don't want to feel that way, but I know that it is just a phase, and I know that it is a mental thing rather than a physical thing. I know that my throat is okay. Also, Meg is terrified of this, I have had a lifelong ambition since I was a child to play the violin. It's been something that's on my bucket list, basically. So this was £30, so not exactly breaking the bank, and I can't believe you can actually get them for £30. I got this off Amazon, and it's just a student's one. It's really, I mean, I think it's fantastic, and I'm actually quite intimidated by it. But this, it's not tuned very well because it is a student one. We have the, let me show you here. So the pegs, or the motor heads, I can't remember what Ian called them, they're not very good. So when you tune with them, which you're not meant to do apparently with these violins, because the strings will break, it kind of goes out of tune. They don't sit very well. It does go out of tune quite quickly, so you use the fine tuners here, which just give it that little bit of fine tuning. And then we've got the bow, but the actual hair, it's fine, but it's just a little bit, it's just not tight enough. No matter how much I kind of tighten it, it kind of untightens. But as I said, this was £30 with the case and everything. And also the rosin, I've already rosined my bow, which makes it have traction on the strings, but I need to rosin it more. I think I need to sit down and rosin it for like an hour. I know that you're not meant to, but it's not working, so I need to rosin properly. And I've been learning about how you hold the bow, and I don't know, for any of you that actually do play the violin, tell me if I'm doing this right or wrong. You put your thumb in here and the two fingers over, and then you sort of slant it that way and the wrist goes up, and you kind of hold it like this. Now I don't know what I'm doing. I haven't actually really played, so I'll see what, see that because there's no sound, it's because there's not enough rosin. Anyway, so obviously I still need to rosin the bow a bit more, because it's not having any catch whatsoever. But it is something that I really want to learn. It is a bucket list thing for me, so I want to be able to play something like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, but it's gone completely out of tune. We tuned it yesterday. I let Ian tune it because I don't trust myself that I won't break the strings or whatever. So but I love it. I'm a little bit intimidated by it because it's something that I've always wanted to do, and when I first took it out of the case I was like, oh my god, I've actually got something here that I've always wanted to try. So next vlog I'll be going mental with it. But that's pretty much it for this this week's vlog. The weekly plans are I meant to get the CDs out and letters to my patrons over the weekend, but we went to pick up a car, and I was going to do it on the way back, and all the post offices around here shut at 1 on the Saturday, and even though we left at 9 o'clock in the morning, the traffic was so bad that I didn't get to send out the CDs. So I'm going to do that tomorrow, because today I'm literally going to be rendering all day and editing, because I've got to do the monthly Q&A after this, which is going to take a couple of hours to record and edit and render and all the good stuff that goes into it. So tomorrow I'll be sending out the CDs. I'm sorry that it's late. I'll also be recording the Friday surprise for my patrons, and then Wednesday I'm going to be working on a song. I don't want to say what it is, but I am so excited for it. And I haven't got anything in for Thursday, but that's because I'm planning on possibly trying to finish up my my next album song. It's coming along quite well. It's coming along kind of quickly, quicker than the last album, which I think I was doing for maybe 2 years. So, and then Friday is the Friday surprise for my patrons. Oh, and tomorrow I'll also upload the monthly Q&A. But that's it for this week's weekly vlog. I hope you have a fantastic week, and I will see you tomorrow for the monthly Q&A, and Friday if you're a patron for the Friday surprise, and if you're not, then I'll see you next Monday for the next weekly vlog. Have a wonderful week. Bye!